Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Should I open
Kid.
something?
Sure.
Why? Because I might talk about something else again. What do you talk?
Even if you do, we leave it in.
Okay.
All
Go
right.
ahead and cough.
Yeah.
No,
go right,
I'm not.
Go right.
Although
okay.
I may, but I know how to mute myself now.
Okay, good.
Well, you did last
Thank you.
time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
thank you.
I
All right, well.
I'll take my glasses off so that
Okay.
I
Yeah.
know that I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, that'll
and
sound
I
better.
thought that was to not be able to
That'll
see us.
sound better.
Yeah, that'll sound
Yeah.
This
Speaking
is...
of glasses, and now that I'm 40,
Uh,
a friend of mine, because I'm starting to look at things like
See,
like
she is
away.
just going into another topic.
going into something here. I don't know what's going
I'm
on.
starting to look at things, and the kids will put their Mom, look at this, and I'm like, no, back up.
The-
And then a friend of mine lent me her. She's like,
Reading
here, try
glasses.
my readers.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
wow, these actually are at
Uh-huh.
work,
Yeah, you're on your way.
which is very sad.
You're on
I'm
your way.
sad about
Where
that.
are the readers
Okay.
from? Dollarama?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, this is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast. Actually, the Morgan Wallen of podcasts, because it's dumb. Maybe not as
No
dumb
kidding.
as
That guy's
maybe
such a
not as dumb
dumbass.
as Morgan, but
I could never say
we're
that on the
trying.
radio, but
What a
my
dumbass.
God,
What a dumbass.
what a dumb! And we just keep celebrating him.
Honestly, who throws a chair
I know.
off the 6th floor
I
into
know.
a pool of police officers?
When
Putting
you've
the-
already been
yeah.
in trouble.
Yeah. Putting
Come on.
putting the white into trash. I'm Morgan Wallen.
I know.
Especially
I
when
mean,
you
I
see,
like
like
his music. You can't
Yeah,
deny
I know.
that.
He's
But
undeniably popular, and the music is fantastic.
Yes.
But when you see that it
What a
says
dummy.
the last time he was arrested was when he was out being drunk at Kid Rock's bar.
Exactly.
That's all you need to
Exactly.
know.
how many
Anyway.
times does one guy get her? Anyway,
Yeah,
whatever.
anyway. We are
He
Dave,
doesn't care.
Rachel, and Forman. Yeah.
We're Dave. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we are. Have you yesterday at this recording?
Well,
What?
getting the Segway siren for that one.
Am I up first?
No, it's me.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah.
I was going to talk more about Morgan Wallen,
Yeah,
and then I
but
thought,
don't
no,
bother.
I'll move
Don't
on.
bother.
Don't bother. I'm not. It's not going to win me any friends. Anyway,
No.
have you at the time of this recording, the eclipse, the solar eclipse, has
Yes,
just
yeah.
happened?
Yes, yes.
And have you heard of eclipse sickness, or did
Oh,
you
good
did you
God.
get sick? Maybe before,
No.
during, or after the eclipse. This is
No.
something that I only found out about today because a friend of mine, we were on our morning dog walk. Our morning dog walk club was out, and one of the girls said, have you heard of this eclipse sickness? They were talking about it on TV this morning, and they were
It was
saying,
on TV.
well, she saw it on
Okay.
TV. And I was
Okay.
like, what? And this is the first I've heard of it. I'm like, no. Apparently,
Yes.
people can feel insomnia, fatigue. They might have no appetite. Some women say it like knocks off their menstrual cycle.
Oh, what are you
Yep.
talking about?
Headaches, people complain of. All kinds of things. They're just feeling off.
Anything to get out of work on a Tuesday.
Well, and then my friend said, some people say they feel a little drunk. They're like hungover the next day. And she's like,
hell?
I feel kind of hungover today, she said. And I'm like, really? I have never heard of, I don't know if I
Because
believe
it
that.
doesn't exist.
I don't know if I believe that. And she said, yeah, they said it was certain astrological signs that
Okay,
are more affected than
There we
others.
go. Thank you. Now,
And I'll have
okay.
to find those for you, but there's certain astrological signs that are more affected.
You don't have
And-
to find those for us.
Okay, fine. Well, it's probably
Thank
not
you,
your
Miss
sign anyway.
Cleo, for telling us.
I'm
about...
just saying, this is what, people are talking about. And so I was like, really? That's fascinating, but I don't know if I believe it. And so she was kind of talking about, well, this is what they were saying. And I was like, okay. Then I come home, and a couple hours later, my sister texts me, and she says that my nephew was sick yesterday, but only between like 2:30 and 6:30, like basically right when the eclipse was. Yes, I kid you not. He was throwing up, and he was
please.
sick because she was texting me during the eclipse, and she's like, he's gonna miss the eclipse. Like he's in his bed. He's sick. I don't know what happened. He must have caught something. And then like after the eclipse, he's fine again.
Well, generally you feel better after you throw up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
of
Well, he
course.
wasn't
You
sick
know.
anymore. I don't know. He's fine today.
I don't believe any of that.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
So I
don't
didn't believe it at first when my friend said, "Oh, there's this Eclipse Sickness."
Yeah.
And so now I'm looking it up, and yes, people are talking about it. They're like, "Yeah, I feel off," or "I've got a headache,"
Oh,
or.
please.
And I think I had a little bit of a headache yesterday during the eclipse, to be honest with you.
You know what I just discovered, and this is an amazing concept, and we could really dive into this. It's called coincidences.
But that many. Now,
Well,
I
I
have
mean-
to say that NASA says there's no like scientific proof that any of this happens.
Yes, of course
really?
not. Really?
Shock
So
me,
they-
shock me, shock me.
Just want to put that out there too.
Uh-huh.
But people are feeling a little off. I think it's Mercury retrograde right now too.
God.
Oh, that's nothing either. That's nothing. I don't know
That's
what
an
that is.
optical illusion.
People are
That's
feeling
right.
it. Maybe
The
they
sun
felt
and
it
the
ahead
moon-
of time. Maybe they felt it like a few days before the eclipse too. I don't know.
Yeah.
The sun and the moon didn't do anything different.
No,
during
they
that
did-
eclipse.
they
Like,
really
they
didn't.
Well, that was
continued on-
different. Yeah, it was
the
different.
Earth and the sun and the moon all carried on their normal patterns, their normal orbits, at their
what they
normal
do.
speeds. One just happened to slip in between the other two.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
okay.
lined up
And
where
it's a-
we
Yes,
happen
but
to
that
live.
doesn't happen often.
It's
right?
a reasonably common occurrence. It's just that you don't always get a chance to see.
The shadow doesn't always get
Sure,
cast
we don't-
specifically here where we geographically
Yes.
live. That's
right.
all.
That's all. That's all.
Okay,
This is
I'm
such
just
a
saying
pile of...
it could be a thing. Maybe you
not.
felt a little off yesterday, or maybe
Well, you
today
can't blame
after.
it on this.
Well, you could. You could.
Well, I think
People
the-
are.
the
I don't
mood
know.
can-
It's a thing.
the-
Google it. Lots of people say.
You can Google... Just because you can Google it doesn't make it a
People
thing.
are talking.
Well,
Everybody says it
well, not
That's
everybody,
right.
but
on
some
Facebook.
Yeah.
some people do. I'm
Yeah.
just putting it out there, guys.
Yeah, well, you
Just
know,
saying,
remember my
could be
friend
the-
Tracy, one of my Facebook friends, Tracy, who we would delight in all of her COVID conspiracy theories that she
Oh,
would.
yes, yes,
remember,
yes.
yeah,
Yes.
she's saying a lot of the same things.
Of the sickness, the
Yeah,
COVID,
yeah,
or
sure.
the
Yeah, that NASA maybe has done this too. There's a conspiracy theory.
No,
out
no,
there.
NASA's not a part of this. They're
Yeah.
saying there's no
Yeah.
scientific evidence.
That's not according to
Which,
Tracy.
I don't think
Tracy
there
says
is there
NASA
scientific evidence for astrology
No.
and that being a thing. I
Tracy
don't.
says NASA's heavily involved.
Oh,
And,
then
and the
that's-
conspiracy theorists said everybody telling you not to look, like don't look at the eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
They were telling everybody that's a lie. Look at it.
Okay.
With your bare eye.
Now listen, I'm not going that far.
So stupid.
Okay.
It's true.
When you get sick to your eyes.
Like it's so stupid. Anyway,
I know Emily, she's almost 7 now, and she was so worked up the whole week thinking
Yeah.
she was scared, she couldn't go to sleep.
I
she
think
was
they scared
of
them
it.
at school.
Well, because you
really-
get told you can't
Yeah,
look at
don't
it.
look
so
at it.
all you want to do is look at it. And
Right.
we were even outside that morning. It was a beautiful day. And we
Yeah.
were outside for a while and then came in before it was supposed to start so we can make sure that she had the glasses on. Then we went out and looked at it and everything. Everybody thought it was neat and we went about our day. But I said to her, like, you were just outside for 2 hours. You don't even think about looking at the sun because
Yeah.
you never look at the sun
no,
anyway.
you never do.
Right.
You never look at it. But
Even
but,
I would say to my kids, I'm like, even if you try to look at the sun, you'll be like, I can't open my eyes.
well, I
'cause
would
it's
yes,
too
but
bright.
I would freely admit, Foreman, that the reason they tell you were more in the what do they call it?
The path of totality.
Thank you. I
Yes,
think
you
that's
were, yeah.
the POT.
The POT.
You were in the pot. Anyway, I was not. I'm in North London, and my daughter and I were here. We didn't have glasses, but I will say to you that when you go outside, and it the house becomes dark. The street lights came on briefly. It was a very eerie feeling because all of a sudden the birds stopped chirping and because the birds are confused.
Mm-hmm.
They, and that to me, I met a guy early yesterday morning. Yesterday, as we taped this, was the eclipse, and he said he thought everybody gathering together in large crowds. He says they got it all wrong. You want to be in the path. You want to be somewhere outside the city, somewhere in the country, all by yourself, where it's nice and quiet, and then you just sit back and you listen. You listen because the birds will stop chirping. 'Cause they're
Really?
confused. Well, yeah, because they think
Well, it's nighttime.
It's nighttime. And maybe he said, would you hear a coyote howling? Maybe. Mm-hmm. You might. Well, it's possible. It's possible.
far-fetched.
Well, I thought, but I thought to myself,
night.
that's an interesting way to experience a
that's
total
a better
eclipse.
idea than packing yourself into Port Stanley and then taking hours and hours and hours to
To
get
get out of there,
I
yeah.
heard it was a zoo.
But I was anyway. My point is, I was outside yesterday with my daughter. We were outside, and when it becomes as dark as it got for us, you really do want to have a look up there because you feel like you can. Mm-hmm. That's why they tell you not to look, because at some point yesterday, for me anyway, and for my daughter, we thought we could. It felt like we could go and have a look at it.
We were like 99.9% totality. So there was a little pinhole of sun like on the outside. So we didn't get the full eclipse where we were, but we had to use our glasses. But there was so much talk about not looking at the sun ahead of time that every time I looked up and I was like, oh, I think I looked at the sun. Oh my God, I think I did it. And I was freaking myself out. Like I think I burned my eyes.
No, you didn't. Yeah.
My takeaway now, though, having been in the path of totality, is that if you were not in the path of totality, then nothing happened. There was no eclipse. Nothing happened. It was a regular day.
Okay.
There was no
because
eclipse. I was at 99.9%.
This is Forman just showing off. Yes, something
I
happened.
could see it in my
for
backyard.
Right. Yeah.
And Dave, I know you. I recall you just saying that you don't have any glasses. If you like to purchase some lightly used ones,
nope, I don't need them.
4 pair.
I don't need them. I have no need now.
But you can see in the
sending them
glasses
away.
when, like, you can
sending
see
them
the
to somewhere.
sliver go away, and then the sun's gone. So then you know you can take them off. And that, being able to just look at it, was incredible.
With your
That
bare
is worth-
eyes.
That moment, that 1.5 minutes or whatever it was worth all the hype to me.
Really?
Because you see a big
Was
black
that good,
circle glowing in white, and then you can see pink and purple coming out from around the edges, which is gas coming off the actual sun. Like, you can see that with your eyes, and that was an incredible experience. And their stars and the streetlights came out, and you had the eerie feeling like you described.
It was eerie.
It was worth it.
Okay. Well, my friends in Long Point on the beach
Must have
said
been, because-
it was almost like a sunset for them. It was like watching the sunset, except it was obviously 3:30 in the afternoon. And by the way, it got a lot colder. It did get a
cold.
lot colder.
It got cold. Yeah, our solar light came on, and we were like, "Oh, the light's on." It was dark. It felt like dusk, basically nighttime. But I wasn't wowed. I feel like everybody else loved it more than I was. Like, yeah, that's cool, And then now I can go back about my day.
Well, my wife
totality.
texted me. Somebody gave her a pair of glasses. She works in the South End, so it would have been a little better in the South End. And she goes, "I'm watching it right now," and I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." But because she had the glasses, she could see what was going on, and she regretted not, getting all of us glasses and all of us getting, sitting outside and watching it. I regret it? No, I didn't.
You didn't have glasses?
No, I saw what I needed to see. It was fine.
Yeah, well, we only had 2 for 4 of us, so we shared, and it was fine. But I didn't. I was like, oh. Some people were like, "Wow, that was the most amazing thing," and I was like, "Eh."
And they were in St. Thomas.
Yeah, it must have been.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand. It's a podcast. It's a podcast you want to tell your friends about, if not just to warn them. But anyway, we are Dave, Rachel, and
If you
Forman.
have told your friends about us to warn them, I would like to hear from you.
Yeah, please.
And why?
Just let us
Just
know.
out of curiosity. I don't even care that you've done it.
Yeah, just warning you.
Yeah.
Just
I
want to
would
warn
like to
you.
know why.
Okay.
Well, it's like a warning about the eclipse.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't look up though. So far, I still have my retinas.
Is that a segue, Forman, or
No,
not
it
really?
wasn't.
No.
Just a general comment. Okay.
Yeah. I wish I had better warning, though, when it comes to
Ooh.
my
Nice try.
child's classwork. When your children bring home work from school that has to be about you.
Oh.
And in this circumstance,
I
sorry,
don't-
am I boring you, Rachel?
Yeah, sorry, I'm tired. It was the eclipse. It's making me tired. I have the eclipse.
Oh, sure, the eclipse made you tired. That's right.
So in this scenario, Emily, who's almost 7, brings home this presentation that she will be doing later this week.
Okay.
It says, "Dear families, our April presentations will relate to our discussion of community helpers in social studies.
Okay.
Prior to your child's day, please email me a selfie of you during the day, be it at home or at work, to her email address.
Right.
I will project this photo for the class to see as long as you're comfortable with that. If not, please let me know. And at home, please help your child to prepare a short presentation of your photo following this format.
Okay, what's the format?
Voici," and then a line for the person. "Mon père.
Okay.
Il est," which translates to, "he works as,"
Oh,
He
oh,
is, yeah.
Wait a
and
minute.
fill in the blank. And then "il travaille à," and
He
he
works
works
at.
at.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And then what is his or her job important for? Service-related, health, or safety. And then
Uh-oh.
each child will be asked to briefly describe and discuss what their parents do. Therefore, please explain to your child what you do during the day and have a discussion so they're able
Wow.
to share that with the class.
I'd like to know what you told your kid.
Okay, so
What
hold
do
on.
you do? What do you
so
do
Emily
now?
could pick either parent,
Yep.
and
Sure
she
could.
has chosen you.
She's demanded it be me.
You don't have a job.
Yeah. I'd
What's
like to
she
know
gonna talk
what
about?
did you tell her you do?
Yeah, what did you tell her that you do? You don't
She
work
could have
right
picked
now.
Ashley's job, but it's
She's-
too boring office job for her.
Oh.
She could have picked the parent that has a job.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
what she could have picked.
That's
Yeah.
She didn't have much choice,
Like,
I
you
think.
don't
you have
count.
to I think
No.
you have to pick the parent that has a
Right.
job. Yes.
She wanted to do it about me, though.
Okay.
All right,
So-
okay,
So-
best of
so-
luck.
So how are we
Let's-
fabricating our project?
Yeah,
Well,
really.
we're fabricating it, that's
Are
for
you?
sure.
Okay, all right. Well, you have to.
And we're simply pretending I have the job I had.
Oh, I see.
I
Okay.
have the job that we moved away from.
Okay.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
well,
so you're a
uh,
radio host, is what you
Il
are.
est un animateur radio.
Okay.
Et il travaille à Hot Country 103.5.
Okay.
But wait a second.
It's
your
not
daughter
even
goes-
around here.
Your daughter goes to school somewhere in the St. Thomas area, I assume.
Yes.
And you work at Hot Country in Halifax. Do you not think the teacher's going to catch on here?
For quite a while of living since we moved to back to St. Thomas,
Well, you did
I
it
was
for-
still working there.
You
Well,
did it
that's
for a
true.
little
And
while. That's
still
true.
did that morning show
you
from
still
sitting
did it.
here.
That is true. There is some.
We're
yes.
pretending that's still happening.
Okay. All right. Well, what
So
happens
she,
if the
no,
teacher
she just
asks?
wanted you to talk
Yeah.
about that job.
Okay.
And so then you get to explain in English. So we're trying to get to Emily to say, okay, well, what do I do? Well, he gets up early. He says funny stuff.
Okay.
I
Sure.
don't think you can explain to 7-year-olds what.
Well, I know, because she wants to say he gets up early and he does a morning show. The first obvious question is going to be, what does a morning show
Yes,
mean?
exactly.
Yeah,
what does
what
that
does that
mean?
mean?
What does
Yeah.
that
Trying to
mean?
say, like, maybe he looks up what's in the news.
Uh-huh.
He talks about his family.
Okay.
Because when she wants to say he says funny things, the
Right.
first obvious question is going to be, like what?
Right.
Yeah.
And she'll
Like,
say,
what's
give-
funny
I
that's
don't
a-
know.
Give
I
us
don't
an
know.
example of something funny your dad says.
Right.
I don't know. We try to say, well, sometimes the funny stuff is about you or it involves you, Emily.
Sure. That does, yeah.
Sometimes,
Okay.
you know, you
Yeah.
have that cute call of the kid on the radio every once in a while, so
Yes.
sometimes she's on it.
That's right. Yes.
That's true. That's true.
So basically, your dad just goes to work and just makes things up like I'm doing right now in this presentation
Exactly what she
about
should
my
say.
dad.
Why do I have a feeling? I have a
Straight out of
feeling-
his ass, like
Yeah.
I am doing right now.
Yeah, he talks straight out of his. Tell her to do that. That would
Yeah.
be good. If she
Let
got
me
up and,
show you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A la Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
A la Ace Ventura.
Yeah. He talks out of his
Oh
ass.
my gosh, that's so funny.
He used to pay my dad to talk out of his ass.
How many days from now is this presentation?
From the time of this recording, it is in 2 days from now.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay, well, I cannot
would-
wait for the update on that.
I want to get a mark on that one.
Yes.
I
Really,
wa-
do
I
they get
would lo-
marks? Yeah.
They will.
Do
I
you
would
have
like-
to go to
and,
class? Like, are they having a career
No.
day? Okay.
That's the best
Career
part.
day. I'm freaking Forman for career day.
Because I'm getting.
Well,
if I
he's
win-
available. He's
If I win,
available.
I'll end up being like Tim Allen, and then just say he's Santa Claus, and I have to be like, well, I'm like Santa
No,
Claus.
I'm not really Santa Claus. I feel like your daughter's teacher is going to have lots of questions for Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if she just says, well, he doesn't actually have that job anymore, then I'm really happy to not physically be present in that classroom.
Okay. I hope you have to go to the class.
Okay, well, I cannot wait for the update on
Yeah.
that.
We're going to haul into the principal's office.
Yeah,
So you
I-
made your kid lie.
Yeah, really. You know they're supposed to do actual work for this and research, right?
What kind of example do you think you're setting at home? We're trying our best at school, and then you f it all up when she gets home.
Her only choice later in life is to do a morning show.
Yeah. This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast you didn't think you needed or wanted, which is why you should always trust your instincts. always. We are, by the way, Dave, Rachel, and Forman, and it's time for headlines.
Yeah. Very good.
Headlines. I don't make these up. You can't make these up. I mean, I don't have to.
don't need to.
I don't have to
No.
make them up. They're real. Real
They're
headlines.
real. You need them, you got them.
That's
Dave's
it.
got them for you.
I have them for you. Ready?
They are. Ready.
you on your
Fire
mark?
away.
Yes. Get set. East Cleveland traffic camera issues ticket to grandmother while her van was being towed.
Headlines.
That's true story. Yes.
That's quite an achievement.
Yes. She's
How
being,
does that?
the-
She's
well,
being towed and got a ticket at the same time.
Well, clearly the tow truck driver was speeding, but
Yeah.
not Grandma. Poor Grandma. This is good too. Here's another traffic one. Dogs don't count as extra person on HOV lanes, warns OPP.
Oh, the open.
That's an actual headline.
That was from here.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too bad.
Actually, the Ottawa area, I believe, somebody got pulled over with a dog.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
Dogs
then.
don't count. They don't count.
Bummer.
Woman claims she received stolen Jeep as a birthday tip from Waffle House customer.
Real
That's a
headlines.
tip.
I didn't steal it. That lady gave it to me.
Wow, that was my tip for good service.
Yes, I work at the Waffle House.
Yeah.
A woman bit off another woman's finger during a fight over an exercise machine at a gym.
Oh my!
Headlines.
At the gym.
Yes. Well,
How did
you
they
know.
get that close to one another?
Well, one of them did lose weight, actually. So, it's
Couple ounces, yeah.
kind of worked out. We have some animal headlines. Here we go.
Okay.
Botswana threatens to send 20,000 elephants to Germany.
That's an actual headline.
Why is that a threat?
I don't know, because I feel like that would cost you a lot.
I think
Botswana.
that I was just gonna say how
You're
would you do
paying
that?
by the weight
Yeah,
of your shipment.
That would cost a
20,000.
bit.
That's a big shipment.
That
yeah.
would
lot.
cost a lot.
I feel like
yeah.
it would save them money just not to do that.
Like you go to the post office, throw an elephant on the scale, and say how much
Yeah.
is this going to cost?
Canada Post is gonna ring
I
you
would,
up.
I would say it's not even going to fit in one of their trucks.
No.
Italian island overrun by goats is offering them free to anyone who can catch them.
Real headlines.
That's not
You
appealing
got any
enough.
I know.
shepherds around here?
You need a
That's not
goat?
appealing to me.
They are free on the island if you can catch them. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mountain lion that made school go into lockdown
Whoa.
turned out to be just a fat cat eating a rat.
Headlines.
A mountain. They thought
Yeah.
that's quite a
We better
size
lo-
difference.
We better lock down. Oh, wait, no. Oh,
Wow.
no. Just fat cat eating rat.
Someone stared at the eclipse too long.
That's exactly right. I really wasn't worried, says U.S. man who was getting vasectomy as an earthquake struck.
Oh,
I
That's
would.
an actual headline.
I wouldn't like
Worried.
that. I wouldn't like that. I think you should have been worried. He wasn't
I'm
really.
worried even when the building isn't shaking.
That's right. Exactly.
come on, you guys. Like,
meh,
there's so many.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Man arrested for allegedly rubbing his buttocks against a water tap.
Real headlines.
That's gross.
That's not
Yeah.
great. That's not
He
very
should
nice.
be arrested. Yeah.
That's
Arrest
not a
that
bidet,
man.
sir.
It's not very nice. Yeah, that's right. Those are
Go-
easy to come by lately, as we know.
That's right.
All water fountains are bidets.
That's right. Sure. Governor signs Grandpa in the Garden bill, paving way for human composting in Arizona.
Oh my!
Headlines.
That's the title
I'm
of
sorry, that's what it's called? Is Grandpa in the garden?
Grandpa in the Garden bill.
I don't know what to think about that.
I think we know what you're thinking about that.
Ew.
I think we have a pretty good idea.
Okay.
We have a pretty good idea.
it. As long as Grandpa's not in the vegetable garden.
Yes. Well, compost is
He
compost.
might be.
Yeah, compost is compost.
You want some of my tomatoes?
That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Florida.
Oh my
It's time to,
gosh.
Time to go to Florida.
I don't know if that.
There we go. There it is. Finally get it. Finally did it right. Drunk Florida man beat up after making fun of Disney World guests.
Yes.
That's an actual
You're in
headline.
Florida. You can't make fun of Disney
No, or the guests,
or the guests.
or we will beat you up.
Right.
Specifically say, be our guest.
Yes,
That's right.
that's
they
right.
do, yeah.
You dumb drunk Florida
That's
man.
right. Yeah,
Florida.
he had to have been drunk for that.
Florida woman Walmart shoplifter. Mm-hmm. Try that again.
That's a lot. I mean,
That's
that's
a
a lot
handle.
of them.
That's a handle right there. Florida woman Walmart shoplifter says she was playing a game called 21 after leaving with a cart full of items.
Real headlines.
That's a game.
Yeah, a little game called How Many Things Can You get 21 items out of the store?
Without
Right.
It's just a
paying.
game.
Oh, okay. So
just
you
a
never
game.
hear of Florida woman Target shoplifters.
Not so many.
No, it's mostly Walmart.
It's the Walmart.
Okay, I'm
people,
just,
yeah.
an observation. Go ahead.
Florida man is facing charges. There you go.
Obviously.
It's an obvious
The
headline.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida man facing charges after police say he stole an alligator and attempted to throw it on a roof.
Headlines.
Because
That's what I expected.
that's what we do.
that.
Yes.
That's
in
what I
Florida.
expected from
Yeah.
that headline.
Florida, that's what they have gators.
Was he drunk
and-
though?
Doesn't say that.
Was he
No,
drunk
I don't have
and
that
or naked?
Don't have that information, but let's
Okay.
move on to the next
All
Florida
right.
man. Accused of whacking Walgreens manager in the face with a Bible on Easter Sunday.
Oh,
then gets
my.
arrested again the next day for stealing cheeses.
That's an actual headline.
That's like blasphemous. Good,
Yeah.
he should be arrested. Wow.
Blasphemous.
Yes.
Or blasphemous. I don't know. Jesus,
Jesus.
blasphemous.
Yeah, okay, all right. That's funny.
whatever.
Good on
Florida man ticketed after eating pancakes in the middle of an intersection.
Real
Look,
headlines.
I
feel
mean, there's worse things.
Well, yeah, but I feel like there's probably only 2 or 3 places you shouldn't eat pancakes, and that may be one of them.
Right. Fair
Am
enough.
I right?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
I mean, they're kind
So
of.
he
there's
was only
probably-
ticketed. Was he drunk or naked?
It doesn't say that.
Okay,
no,
we don't
he was
know.
just
Was meth
eating-
involved?
Well, maybe.
How
Could
about
have been.
bath salt?
I
lo-
feel like we should just start writing our own Florida headlines.
We could,
Yeah.
we
'Cause
could, but
we
these
know-
are true.
we
I'm
know
not
how
make-
they're gonna go.
I am
No, we
not
don't have
making
to.
these up.
No,
this
yeah,
is
true.
a new genre of Florida man. This is underage Florida man arrested for having loud party atop construction site crane.
Oh, that's
Headlines.
dangerous. Wow, that's
Do you think?
brazen.
Oh,
How many-
my.
Isn't it?
Let's see how many we can get up here.
Uh-oh.
But you're invincible when you're young, right?
Yes, I
Yeah,
guess.
you
Right.
can get up there and get drunk. I don't know how you get back down.
Yeah.
It might be
Uh,
a quick way down.
Yeah.
Florida
Yeah.
man watched Fox News with endangered deer.
That's an
I don't know
actual
why,
headline.
but that
Just
just
sitting
struck
on
me
the
as
couch, eh?
that
The two
seems
of
an
them?
odd thing to be doing with an endangered deer.
I didn't know there were
Just a
endangered
bad-
deers.
Well, yeah,
Certain
I didn't know they
deers are
watched
in-
TV.
I didn't know they watched Fox News.
Fox News in particular, yeah.
Florida hunter mistakes man for turkey.
Real
That
headlines.
never
That's-
ends well.
no.
That's not fun.
Not good.
That's not fun. One more.
That's really dumb, though.
It is.
Yeah.
Well,
There's quite a size difference there.
you would think.
Typically, anyways.
You would
know.
think. Typically, yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ray.
Just
Florida woman pulled alligator out of her yoga pants.
Oh,
Headlines.
gosh, I thought you were going to say something else.
Okay. I thought he was going to say pool. So, what did you think?
You know exactly what I think.
I know.
This is due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that's currently sponsorless, which means we're currently not being paid.
Yes, well,
Not that we ever paid a whole lot to do this,
No.
and nor should we be. But
If you have something to sell,
We-
then we could kill
That's
both
right.
birds with the same
we will
stone.
gratefully
Yes, 2 birds,
accept
1 stone.
your sponsorship.
Absolutely. You can email us for sponsorship info prices.
Yes.
Our prices start at $75 for an episode. So we've got prices for every budget. You can email us at daverachelforman@gmail.com.
Yes, please do.
We'll
We
send you
got,
some
we
info.
got lots of different packages where
Oh,
you
yeah,
can be
we-
on a whole
we do
whack of
actually, yeah.
episodes for not a whole lot of
Absolutely.
money.
And
That's
it'll
right.
stop my wife from asking me, "Did you get a sponsor yet?" Every day.
You making any money yet, Dave?
Every day. Yeah, every day. This is also the time when we go through some of your correspondence. Do we have any
Sure.
correspondence?
Yes, you can email us
Correspondence.
at the same email, daverachelforman@gmail.com. Anytime. We love to get your emails, too.
Sure, yes.
Okay, so I talked about a couple of episodes ago going to IKEA. And we went there. I took Jeremy. I only spent $16 while I was there.
Right.
And then I came home and I ordered a PAX wardrobe. So that's significantly more than $16. I'll tell you that. Anyway.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds like it
Well,
would be more.
Kendall has a very small closet, so she needs like a wardrobe system.
So
Anyway,
what-
it's a customizable.
okay. And
That's what I got.
but $16 at IKEA must be some sort of record.
Well, I
You
think
would
so.
think.
I don't know. So Tony Hutchison sent us me an email, basically. She says, Rach, how did you spend $16 at IKEA? IKEA tells you what you need. Seriously, I think I need new kitchen tools every time I go. Some new lamps, blankets, pillows, pillow covers, and many, many random gadgets. Anyways, I'm impressed. Also, that day sounds glorious. I'll drive you next time.
Oh, there you go.
We did make a day of it. Yeah.
Wow.
So yes, I wrote back to her and I said, yeah, I spent 16 there, and I did buy. You know what? One of my favorite kitchen things is from IKEA is the big whisks that they have. It's nice and big, and it's awesome. And mine was kind of out of shape that I got maybe 15 years ago, so I got a new one when I was there.
A
It's like
whisk.
$7.
A $7 whisk.
Yeah, but
at
it's like a
IKEA.
huge one. It's really good.
You know what they have that's good there? A little kitchen gadget is a little knife sharpener.
Do they?
You
Well, I have
a
the
little
knife-
plastic with a little blade in there, and you just run any knife through there, and it sharpens it.
Yeah, we
Oh.
got
Probably
a,
like $7 also. Yeah.
yeah, we
Yeah.
got a knife sharpener with the knives, I think. But you have to know, you kind of have to Google how to do that.
Like the stick.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have that too.
There's a
I
trick
actually
to
have
that.
both kinds.
Yeah, there's a trick. Yeah.
There's
That
a trick.
sounds fancy.
Anyway, thank you, Tony, for your email.
Mm-hmm.
Erica had sent us a message about the eclipse.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What did she say?
It seems like it's a lot of what we've said, though. It's saying that the thing that kills me about the eclipse, I'm listening to that episode right now, is that you can't look up at the sun any day, but people have to be reminded on the eclipse because we're stupid and want to look. The sun is no more dangerous than it is any other day, but humans are dumb and don't care. LOL.
Yeah.
Just like it's not dangerous for any of your animals because they're not dumb and they don't look at the sun.
Yeah, the whole thing. There were people wondering, well, what should I do about my dog? Your dog doesn't care. The
Yes,
dog
exactly.
will,
Yeah, I
Erica
was
they
said-
don't
why
care.
we were
They don't
seeing
care.
things about animals. I'm like, your
Yeah.
dog, does your
Yeah.
dog ever look up at the sun?
No.
No.
And the fact is, though, what I would respond to that, as I said earlier on this podcast, when we were outside, you are tempted because you feel like you can. Normally, you can't, but you feel like you can.
Yeah.
And if I can
I was
stress,
worried that I did, and
Yeah.
then I didn't because I
Yeah.
can still see.
Well,
So I'm good.
I'm
For
still-
today, anyway.
I still remember that guy that was president in 2017. What a dope.
yeah.
What a dope.
Well, he can still see.
Yeah, apparently.
Nothing
Somehow.
wrong with his eyesight. That he wouldn't tell us if it was
You would
anyway.
never know. What? He
Yeah.
just won 2 golf tournaments. Come
Yes,
on.
of
Oh,
course
did
he
he?
did.
Okay.
Of course he did.
Sure. All right.
And then we haven't talked about it here, but I just posted a random Instagram story the other day where I was sitting in the yard and 2 of my neighbors in 2 different driveways were both revving and running their motorcycles.
Oh.
And it just drives me fucking crazy. So
I didn't know.
I thought it might be worth sharing a few of those comments because Samar says, this doesn't happen in Halifax. Come back.
Oh, that's nice.
My daughter
that's
thinks we're
nice.
still there,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
according to
Yeah.
her.
Don't tell her teacher.
Yeah. Melissa said, OMG, I thought I was the only one who hates motorcycle season. They are the worst. And the fast
really?
takeoff they do by our house is insane.
Oh.
I swear they've been out all year around this time.
Well, because it's been nice out. Listen, I grew up on the back of motorcycles with my dad and my uncles. They all ride. I've ridden motorcycles my whole life on the back, not driven one.
Rates the biker girl.
I know. You wouldn't expect that.
No, you
would not.
But I'm very...
You sure wouldn't.
You know, but I like, now I appreciate them. I appreciate them.
And
But
then I
it's
think
not
this-
the cruiser bikes that are doing that. It's the, the people with the...
Yeah. Do you have a
Sport
like
bikes.
a black leather jacket and chaps?
No. I don't have
Does your
chaps.
father?
Because I really would like to
He
see
has
that.
leather
I don't
jackets.
know why.
He doesn't have chaps. He has a lot of motorcycle jackets, yes.
Okay.
No chaps that I know of.
No chaps.
You brought that up.
That was Dave.
I did. I brought up chaps.
Yeah, that wasn't
It's
me.
a motorcycle thing.
Yeah.
Well, but you associated the chaps with your father, so,
You
don't blame us.
said. Okay, whatever.
This last one I think it maybe applies to us in general because it came from Scotty.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
Scotty.
All right.
He just said, "Oh no, I forgot it was National Rev Your Motorcycle Day."
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Scotty gets it.
And then and much like Dave, he said, "I think it's best your neighbors think that you are a crusty old curmudgeon anyway."
Right.
Oh.
Yes, that is the way to live, I
That's
think.
probably true. Yeah, that's probably
true.
true.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck with your new neighbors, Forman.
Like a previous episode. Oh, that's really too bad.
That is too bad.
That's really too bad.
You'll like them better in the winter.
Truly a shame.